back with Hillary, Larry, and Josh Myers.
Seth, I'm going to have to interrupt you right now, if I may. I know that to a lot of you at home, we might seem like an unnaturally happy family. But you should know that we're not unflappable. We have our frustrations, our foibles, our peccadillos.
In short, we have a lot to complain about.
Hold on, are you guys setting up like a comedy segment right now?
Maybe.
Yeah, but just, we already do a segment on the show where I complain about things. It's called You Burnt.
Can't say I'm familiar with that.
Ooh, Seth, you smell that?
No.
Yeah, it's the delicious smell of a roasted turkey coming out of the oven, which can only mean one thing. It's time for You Brined.
First up, streaming services. You know what I didn't factor for in my retirement planning? Spending an extra 40 grand a year for 12 different ways to watch Yellowstone. Also, streaming services, how do I go back and forth between you? The football game's on Amazon, the basketball game's on Peacock. And if I get taken back to the home screen one more time, that Roku's getting thrown out the window. Yeah. And also, please tell me something. What is Tubi? What's on it and why do I even have it?
We got it as another add-on to another streaming service.
Well, which one?
There's no way to know. Also, you already threw the Roku out the window.
I miss normal TV, so streaming services, you're brined.
Hey, audiences singing along during Wicked. Can it? People didn't pay good money to hear someone else's awful singing voice. They paid good money to hear my voice asking important questions like, who's that guy? Is that the same guy from before? Look, if I wanted to hear someone perform who peaked in high school, I'd just watch a closer look. Side Brian Seth. Audiences singing along during Wicked, you brined.
Daylight savings time. Who came up with you? Dracula? The only people who like daylight savings are old-timers like my dad here, who finally feel normal eating dinner at 4:30.
Yeah, it's one of life's small pleasures.
Also, if we're setting back clocks, let's set them back all the way to 2011. Tell my smart-ass brother not to go to Reality Star into running for president at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Daylight savings time. You brined.
People getting in my way on Black Friday. Attention, New Hampshire shoppers. No one, and I mean no one, gets between me and my Labubus. Got it? Maybe I can bench somewhere around 150 to 130 on a great day, but on Black Friday, I could throw a Honda Civic into the sun. So people getting in my way on Black Friday, if you're standing between me and my Labubus, I will cut a bit. I don't play. Daddy needs his Labubus. You burn, Brian. One of those.
Hey, raisins in the stuffing? You look like little turds.
Anything else, Mom?
No, that's it. You brined.
People who unbutton their pants after Thanksgiving dinner. Hark, you vile cretins, most pitiful heralds of defeat. What greater symbol of fallen grace exists than thee? This loosening of constraint, this quiet yielding to comfort's cruel seduction. Thou art the silent unfastening of man's undoing. What say you, mother?
Shame! 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 Once you stood proud, upright. Now you slump, pot-bellied and faithless. Behold the gut, engorged, bloated, straining against its cotton prison, gasping to be known. Joshua, continue my screed.
And thus man becomes again what he has always been, a creature ruled by want, feeble, slothful, pleading for mercy from the feast of his own making. Mother, proceed with your venomous tongue.
People who unbutton their pants after Thanksgiving dinner, ye imbeciles, depraved emancipators of the belly, vile brutes of surrender. You brine.
You know, I'm still unbuttoning my pants after dinner.
We know.
Another one of life's small pleasures. And finally, tryptophan. Hey, tryptophan, if I wanted to fall asleep on Thanksgiving, I'd just watch Late Night with Seth Meyers.
Wait, what?
Seriously, tryptophan, people don't pay good money for a turkey so they can ingest melatonin. After all, they can watch human melatonin right here for free.
Hey, not cool. I don't have to invite you on the show every Thanksgiving.
Oh, you think you're doing us a favor by having us on? It's Thanksgiving. It ain't like Chris Pratt's available. Every Thanksgiving, Hillary's like, not that again.
Mom?
Not the again.
Josh?
Don't look at me, man. Jimmy Kimmel. Now that's a show. Especially the guy that they have on that does Gavin Newsom. Super, super funny. And Kimmel has that guy on regularly. Let me repeat, regularly. Not just once a year on a holiday. Love that guy that Kimmel has on.
Josh, you're that guy.
Namaste.
Well, actually, you know what? On second thought, can I say something in Seth's defense?
That would be nice. Thank you, Dad.
Look, Seth, it might not be the most entertaining. Or the most handsomest, or the funniest, or the most interesting, or the most charismatic, or the smartest.
But
What?
I may not be all those things, but what?
Oh, sorry, this tryptophan is kicking in. Daddy's going night-night.
I can't believe I have to put up with this. This has been your bride.